Today we're taking a look at the Milwaukee Bucks vs Brooklyn Nets match, which is happening on Saturday, June 19, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. The Bucks are clearly at their best when Giannis Antetokounmpo turns into a human freight train instead of posing as a jump shooter. Maybe he'll improve his jumper one of these days, and maybe what we see is what we get. A physical freak of nature at his best when he's running through bodies and snatching souls at the rim. That's the version of the Greek freak needed to win playoff games. Milwaukee, whom the world had written off at this point, fought back to tie the series at 2-2. Now, it looked like the Bucks had a strong chance of advancing with Kyrie Irving getting injured in Game 4 and Harden continuing to miss time. Tied at 2-2, what was anticipated to be an entertaining, fast-paced and high-scoring bonanza has been a slow, grinded-out slugfest that was marred by injuries. It lacked the theatrics and entertainment factor we expected. Then, the Kevin Durant game happened. Durant played all 48 minutes of Game 5 and put up a legendary 49-point performance in a thrilling comeback win against the Bucks to regain control of the series. Harden returned from his hamstring injury to even out the playing field, but the tension and drama continued as the Bucks took care of business at home behind an excellent performance from Chris Middleton in Game 6. The Bucks are the 6th-ranked team in defensive efficiency, and they have to continue to play like it on the road. They also have to be ready to weather the Durant storm that could come blowing through like Game 5. Antetokounmpo needs to continue attacking the rim regardless, which will ultimately set his teammates up for clean looks at the basket on the perimeter. If the Bucks revert back to jump shooting, they'll be waking up on Sunday morning wondering what in the hell happened. The Nets are far from dead. No one is feeling sorry for Kevin Durant being left on an island out there by himself. The world watched in horror as Durant joined forces with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green to terrorize the rest of the NBA when he was at Golden State. Now, he's on a crashing ship with Kyrie Irving and James Harden both ailing with injuries. It's crazy how quickly things can change. After the first 2 games in the series, the Bucks looked like they didn't even belong on the same floor with the Nets. Then the injury bug hit, and now, the entire momentum of the series has shifted in the other direction. Durant is going to need one of those mystical performances he had in Game 5 again on Saturday night. As expected, the Bucks came out really aggressive in Game 6. They were attacking the basket and drawing fouls. They were also able to force a lot of uncharacteristic Nets turnovers that led to some nice opportunities in transition as they outscored the Nets in fast break points 26-4. Watching the shooting performances from the Bucks will make your eyes bleed. Outside of Middleton, the rest of the Bucks went 2 for 25 from behind the arc in Game 6. Being able to dominate the game despite such an ugly shooting performance is encouraging for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's stats have looked great on paper, although his game and jump shot aren't as aesthetically pleasing. He finally got the hint that every 3-pointer he hoisted was a -F play for the Bucks and did not shoot any 3-pointers in Game 6, which is a positive sign. He has become a running meme on the internet for habitually taking longer than the 10-second time limit to shoot a free throw. It hasn't helped as he is still 21-46 from the free throw line in this series. If the game is close and becomes dependent on free throws, I like the Nets' chances a lot better. Game 5 was atrocious for Harden. As a Houston Rockets fan, I've seen that version of Harden a few times in the playoffs before. When he is not getting the foul calls that he is accustomed to, or if his shot is not falling, he gets frustrated and becomes overly passive, making lazy passes and playing lackadaisical defense. His performance in Game 6 was much improved, and in its better should hope this carries over to this do-or-die game. The Nets committed 16 turnovers in Game 6, which is much higher than their season-to-date average of 12.8. This led to many easy buckets for the Bucks, as they thrive in transition. Fortunately, for the Nets, they have averaged only 9.7 turnovers in their home playoff games. This is a good sign that they will protect the ball to prevent easy baskets for Milwaukee. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Milwaukee -1. The Milwaukee Bucks got the job done on Thursday after a devastating defeat in Game 6 in Brooklyn. The Bucks won handily on Thursday in Game 6, 104-89. They held a double-digit lead for most of the game, and they never let the Nets get too close. The defense was excellent on Kevin Durant, and the Bucks controlled the paint and won the battle of the boards. The Milwaukee Bucks are averaging 107.2 points on 45.3% shooting and allowing 101.4 points on 43% shooting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 27.7 points and 13.7 rebounds, while Chris Middleton is averaging 23.3 points and 4.1 assists. Jrue Holiday is the third double-digit scorer, and Brook Lopez is grabbing 7.1 rebounds. The Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 30.1% from beyond the arc and 71.1% from the free throw line. The Milwaukee Bucks are allowing 35.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 52.2 rebounds per game. Chris Middleton came to play, dropping 38 points with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. Giannis Antetokounmpo added 30 points and 17 rebounds, while Jrue Holiday had 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. The Bucks had 12 steals, 6 blocked shots, and forced 16 net turnovers. The Brooklyn Nets are averaging 112.6 points on 47.3% shooting and allowing 105.4 points on 43.9% shooting. Kevin Durant is averaging 33 points and 4.3 assists, while Kyrie Irving is averaging 22.7 points and 5.8 rebounds. James Harden is the third double-digit scorer, and Joe Harris is dishing 1.5 assists. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 38.9% from beyond the arc and 87.2% from the free throw line. The Brooklyn Nets are allowing 31.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.3 rebounds per game. The Nets could never really get anything going Thursday night against the Nets. Kevin Durant was held in check for most of the game, although he did break out in the second half. Still, the Bucks played smart and didn't budge and managed to thwart any Nets rally. In the end, the Nets only mustered 89 points and fell 104-89 as this game goes to a Game 7. The Bucks are 2-6 ATS in their last 8 road games and 4-10 ATS in their last 14 games overall. The Nets are 14-3 ATS in their last 17 home games and 13-3 ATS in their last 16 games overall. The under is 5-0-1 in Bucks' last 6 overall. The under is 6-0-1 in Nets' last 7 overall. The Bucks are 0-4 ATS in the last 4 meetings in Brooklyn and 31-15-1 ATS in the last 47 meetings. Durant still ended up with 32 points and 11 rebounds to lead the Nets. James Harden was a little better than he was in Game 5, dropping 16 points with 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. But no one else really stepped up for the Nets, as the only other net in double figures was Blake Griffin with 12 points and 6 rebounds. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 215. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.